Welcome in, guys, to another episode of King's Table, and we got special guests. We got Jordan. There he is. You remember him from episode 1, the early days of Toy Kings.
Oh, yeah.
Season 1. And this time I brought him in to show us some of his custom painted figures I almost just knocked over. So, painted and sculpted, too?
Yeah.
They look pretty damn good. So why don't you start with the guy down there? Why don't you explain a little bit about him and what he is?
This one is the latest one I've done, actually. It's the Toxic Avenger. If any of you old school, cheesy horror movie fans, this is Toxie from the Toxic Avenger, the old trauma movie from the 80s. I pretty much took a Masters of the Universe Classics figure, completely sanded it all down, and then just sculpted over the top of it and made him into Toxie.
Did you make the mop, too?
I did.
Really?
The mop is a paintbrush. I took the brush off and I sanded down the the handle, and then I painted it, and then I just sculpted the mop from clay and painted it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible. So they don't make this figure, so you just made it yourself?
They do make it, but it's like a statue pretty much,
Oh.
and it came out, and this one's fully articulated. So I sanded down the joints and painted them, and yeah.
So who made it? What company?
Where's
the real one?
The original one, I believe it was a Mock Time. I think.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
I don't know. A Mock Time. They make really niche horror characters and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, the detail on that is really incredible. The face is really cool. You sculpted the face too?
Yep.
Wow. Well, it kind of looks like Sloth a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
From the Goonies.
I love you, Chuck.
Right? That's really cool. Now, I'm seeing Marty here. That's really cool. They never made that scale.
They have never made...
They were supposed to, and then didn't.
Yeah, they never made articulated Marty McFly or any Back to the Future characters for that.
They had plans, the Matty Collector, because we bought the first edition of the hoverboard.
Yeah, they made a hoverboard.
It came with the six scale hoverboard.
Yeah.
For the figures that they were going to put out, but never did.
They never did.
Nope.
Yeah, so I took it upon myself and did it. I've seen, if any of you are familiar with, oh God, what's it called? Oh, well, there's this website, and a bunch of people, it's where you can show off your custom figures and whatnot, and a bunch of different people had made a Marty McFly, and they use the Black Series Han Solo, body for him.
Okay.
So I pretty much did that. I took the Han Solo body, and I sculpted over the top of it, and I tried making the head sculpt from that head sculpt, but it just did not go well.
So
I ended up
Arnie
doing...
Fly right now?
It's not Arnie.
It's not?
So many people say
it
says Arnie. It does kind of look like...
It kind of looks like Arnold.
But yeah, this is the best one I could do. I went through 5. I did 5 different head sculpts, and I was not satisfied with them until finally I found Marvel Legends Professor X.
Okay.
Actually, I took that and I sculpted hair on it.
The hair is
right
really
there.
good, done well.
Thank you. And then the head sculpt, a lot of the times when I'm doing head sculpts and I make them from another existing head sculpt, they don't fit on the body at all, so I have to Dremel them out, or sometimes they'll be too big and I'll have to put epoxy inside of there and make it fit. But this one was too small, so I just took a Dremel out and made it fit. Yeah, and then I found some glasses and an old cassette player, and yeah. Then also, I don't really do this, but this is a figure I made for my own personal collection. I made this base of a road with some fire from the poster, and then I made this Out of Time license plate from the DeLorean.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorites.
That one did come out pretty well. The head does look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna. I did it. I'm satisfied with it.
The hair, I would say you got spot on though. That's pretty good.
Thanks.
The face is good. It's definitely a really nice sculpt, but yeah, it does kind of look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. A few different people said that too, but I don't care. You know who it is.
Yeah, especially since it's for your collection.
He's not easily guy to get a good resemblance of. So
yeah.
I went with it. I've seen some people, they just take that figure, the Han Solo figure, and then they just use a Han Solo head. They don't make any altercation to it at all, and it just looks ridiculous. So I want to do something a little bit different. So that works for me.
Yeah. So what you got here? This last one.
This is Jason.
Jason.
If anyone knows me, they know I am a hardcore Friday the 13th fan.
They saw your collection, and most of it was horror.
I got a lot of Jasons, and I don't even know why. They made like so many different versions of Jasons, but for some reason I just love making Jason figures and working with that character. So this was actually a NECA Terminator figure.
So it wasn't Arnold.
This one wasn't Arnold. This one was Arnold. This one was not. So I took that figure. I completely sanded it down, the upper body and the head, and then I pretty much left the bottom the same because it didn't need much
don't need much for that.
Yeah, altercations to it, and then I just completely sculpted over the top of it.
Is the axe from another Jason thing?
This is, I did just take this from another Jason. Yeah. A lot of times I'll make my own, but since I have so many extra machetes and shit, there's no point in making one from scratch. So
right.
Yeah, and usually when I make Jasons, I always have an easy time doing them for some reason. Like, if I'm making someone's face and they're all deformed and shit, it's usually easier to do than trying to do, like, someone that is all good looking and as handsome as Michael J. Fox. It's not too easy. But, yeah, I'd say this one looks...
It's all jacked up, so it doesn't matter.
It resembles him quite a bit from that movie. So, yeah, and then I took the mask as well. This mask is completely made from scratch.
Wow.
I sculpted it from clay, fitting it to the face, and then I got these leather-like material straps.
Okay.
That I just glued on there and, painted it.
That's really cool. How long? So for each figure, how long did it take to actually make from the start to finish? So with the Jason, like how long did it take?
It depends. I usually to sculpt it takes me about 3 hours to sculpt.
Okay, is that the whole figure or just like the face?
Depends.
Depends on the figure. Okay.
Sometimes the face, like that face, it took me maybe like 45 minutes or so.
Okay.
And then I just did the body as well. Like this one though, the Marty McFly, he took me forever. He took me like a few weeks to get it right.
Yeah.
But usually, like I'd say, about 6 hours or so.
From start to finish.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. So like in a day, you can pump one out.
Yeah, and that's not counting time for the epoxy to dry. Usually the epoxy takes like 3 hours to dry completely, but I usually will do it at like nighttime and then just let it sit overnight. Make it safe.
You can get some that is quicker dry time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna guess what you're using. You're using the it's a 2-part mix. It's oh gosh, epoxy sculpt.
Yeah, I use Aves epoxy.
Okay.
It's much more like smooth and it's like easy to like work with. I was using Milliput, which was what I could find at like a local like craft store, but it's just garbage. It just does not work well at all. Milliput is just so much easier. I mean, Aves is so much easier to work with and whatnot.
Okay, I have some here. I think it's called Epoxy Sculpt.
Yeah,
I'll have to look. I'll put a clip here of what it is. It's around here somewhere. But I've used some stuff, and it takes hours to dry.
Yeah, and I only will use epoxy when I'm sculpting on top of a figure, because it has to. You can only do it dry, like let it dry. But if it's something like this, like the mop handle, I sculpted it from what's it called? Sculpey, Super Sculpey. I used that, and it's like an oven baked clay, and then I just cook in the oven for like 45 minutes, and it's solid. Yeah. After that, so I can work with it a lot quicker.
Nice.
Yeah, and then like with the base as well, I use Super Sculpey.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So these are like your 3 favorite ones you've gotten right now, or how many have you made? Which one's your favorite?
I don't really have favorite. These are 3 that I still have. I sell most of them. But like the Marty McFly, I probably won't sell that one because it's just a figure I've wanted my entire life. I'll probably, as time goes on, I'll alter it. I'll probably find another head sculpt that looks like him, and I'll redo that. But and just keep working at it. But so I'd say that one is probably my favorite, the Marty McFly, because it's was a dream project for me for the longest time.
Nice.
I don't really have any other favorites besides that. I'm really happy with the way this one came out because I didn't think it was going to turn out very well, and it ended up being good, and it was well received too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also one that a lot of people have like contacted me to try and get me to sell it to them. I'm still not sure. It's hard for me to sell some sometimes, but
put all that work into it, and just like I don't want to give it up.
Yeah, and I also don't want to try and charge someone so overpriced if they want something I made, so I end up giving them to pretty good deals. So.
Right on.
But yeah, usually once a little time goes by though, I usually just end up selling them because I figure I can make another one someday and probably end up being better than the first one I did.
Exactly.
So.
I'm the same way. Like I used to just make stuff and keep it, and then but then I'd make some for a friend, and it was better. Yeah. And I'm like, well, because my skills have gotten better, or I've found better materials to use, and it's like, okay, well, I'll just make it and keep selling. Eventually, at the end, I'll make one for myself, and it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be awesome. So that's cool.
And usually, I'll do characters that I want to do. I'll get hyped on something like this one, like the Toxic Avenger. I had just seen this movie a few months ago, and I watched it, and just watching it, I was just like, oh my god, I want a figure of him. So usually, I'll look it up, say if they even did make a figure of him, and they did, but it was way too overpriced, and it didn't look as good, and had no articulation, whatnot. So I just figured I'd do one myself, and that's usually what I do. I've had a few people ask me if I do commissions. I don't normally like to do that because it opens doors to have people ask me what they want me to do, but sometimes I can't do everything.
Right, yeah. And then they want it done a certain way that you may not be able to do or don't want to do.
And then if they pay half a commission price and then it doesn't turn out the way they want to, I just don't like doing that. So usually I'll just make something that
sell it.
I I want to do, and then I just end up selling it because people are interested in it.
Yeah, so. Yeah, that's totally understandable. I hear you there. I've had that happen. So where do you usually sell your stuff? Where can we find these available?
Instagram. That's where I normally operate out of. Yes, you can contact me on Instagram. My Instagram is _Frankenstein. Like Frankenstein but without the Frank, the Fang.
Nice.
And then _ after
I'll put a link in the description for you guys so you can check it out.
Or you can contact me on Facebook, Jordan Blankenship. That's my name. And
that's the name. Don't
no website or anything. I'm not.
Not yet, right?
Yeah, not necessary at this point. But yeah.
Awesome. So you have anything coming up in the works?
I do not.
What?
Actually, I am taking a break right now.
What?
I don't know.
Should make me a John Wick.
I've seen a few people do that too, and it turns out really good. Mm-hmm. I could very well make a John Wick.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. I want one. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, nothing else really. I usually just like I said, something sparks my interest, I'll just make it.
Cool.
But yeah, as of now, pretty content with it.
Brad.
Yeah.
All right. So pretty much sums it up for this episode of the King's Table. Thanks, Jordan, for being on.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe we'll have you on, maybe even demonstrate on how to do it. Maybe go to your house and document some of your creations. That'd be pretty cool. If you guys want to see that, let us know. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.